If you're not a believer, that's okay. Whoever can create the best fake alien video like this one.
That's as far as it goes.
Yo guys, tell me what the fuck. I did a lot of clips, but look at this shit.
Okay, I'm videoing this, and this is one of those drones that everybody's talking about. Right there.
Whoa, do you hear that noise?
For people in southern Putnam County, loud noises in the sky this past weekend literally rocked their world.
Okay guys, listen to this. There's a sound screaming. It's like a scream. It's so freaking loud, and it's coming from up in the air, like up there.
What the? That's kind of weird. Shit.
Stories of divine encounters often capture the imagination, evoking a sense of wonder and spiritual reflection. One such extraordinary event unfolded when a woman claimed to have a life-altering interaction with an angel who spoke of knowing Jesus personally. This profound experience not only transformed her outlook on life, but also sparked widespread discussion among those who heard her testimony. The story begins on an ordinary day for Mary, a devoted Christian who frequently turned to prayer for guidance and peace. She had been grappling with personal challenges, questioning her faith, and seeking clarity about her purpose in life. One evening, during her quiet prayer time, something extraordinary happened. Mary described the moment as surreal. Her room filled with an unearthly light, and an overwhelming sense of peace enveloped her. It was then that she noticed a figure standing before her, radiating brilliance. The figure introduced itself as an angel sent to deliver a message. The angel began by addressing Mary's struggles and doubts, acknowledging her prayers. According to her account, the angel spoke with a voice that carried both authority and compassion, reassuring her of God's presence in her life. What stunned Mary the most was when the angel mentioned Jesus directly. "I know him," the angel said, speaking of Jesus not as an abstract figure, but as a personal acquaintance. This statement profoundly moved Mary, as it gave her a sense of Jesus' closeness and tangibility. The angel described Jesus as deeply aware of her trials and her unwavering faith despite hardships. Mary recounted how the angel spoke of Jesus' love for humanity, emphasizing his enduring grace and desire for people to trust in him fully. The angel began by acknowledging Mary's struggles and the doubts she had been carrying in her heart, a response that deeply resonated with her. It was clear the angel was aware of her innermost prayers and concerns, reflecting a divine understanding of her journey. The angel's voice carried a profound blend of authority and compassion, firm yet tender, imparting reassurance that God was not distant but actively present in her life, guiding her steps even in moments of uncertainty. What struck Mary most profoundly was the angel's direct reference to Jesus. "I know him," the angel said, speaking not of a distant theological concept, but of a personal relationship. This simple yet powerful statement pierced Mary's heart, making the figure of Jesus feel incredibly near and tangible, as though he were a friend who understood her deeply. The angel went on to describe Jesus' intimate awareness of her trials, her quiet perseverance in the face of hardship, and her unyielding faith even when circumstances seemed bleak. Each word the angel spoke highlighted Jesus' active role in her life, not as a passive observer, but as a loving, ever-present guide. The angel emphasized Jesus' enduring grace and unconditional love for humanity, underscoring his deep desire for people to place their trust in him fully, especially in moments of doubt. This message left Mary profoundly moved, filling her with a renewed sense of hope and connection to God's plan. The angel's message was both personal and universal. For Mary, it was a call to persevere, to trust in God's plan, and to let go of her fears. The angel also shared a broader message of hope for humanity, that Jesus' love and sacrifice were timeless and extended to everyone, regardless of their circumstances. The angel urged Mary to share this message, not as a directive but as an invitation to inspire others to reconnect with their faith. After the encounter, Mary felt an indescribable sense of peace and purpose. She shared her experience with her church community, sparking a wave of renewed faith among her peers. Skeptics questioned the authenticity of her story, but Mary remained steadfast, emphasizing the transformative impact it had on her life. Her story resonated deeply with those struggling with their own faith journeys, reminding them of the power of prayer and the reality of divine connections. After the encounter, Mary was enveloped in an indescribable sense of peace, as if a heavy burden she hadn't fully realized she was carrying had been lifted. This newfound tranquility was accompanied by a profound sense of purpose, a clarity that illuminated her path forward. For the first time in a long while, Mary felt a certainty that her life was intricately woven into a larger divine plan, one that she was now determined to embrace with unwavering trust. Eager to share the experience, Mary spoke with her church community, recounting every detail with heartfelt conviction. Her words were met with a range of reactions. Some listened in awe, inspired by the raw emotion and sincerity in her voice, while others were skeptical, questioning the authenticity of such a profound encounter. Despite the doubts expressed by a few, Mary stood firm. She didn't present her story as something to be believed blindly. Instead, she emphasized the transformation it had brought into her life. The peace, strength, and renewed faith she now carried were undeniable, and she hoped her experience could inspire others to seek and trust in their own divine connections. For those in the community struggling with their faith, Mary's story struck a chord. It reminded them of the importance of prayer, not as a mere ritual, but as a deeply personal conversation with a God who listens and responds. Her testimony reignited hope among many who felt distant from their spiritual paths, serving as a beacon of light for those navigating doubts or hardships. Over time, Mary's account became more than just her story. It became a catalyst for renewal within her community. Prayer groups formed, and conversations about faith took on a new depth, centered around themes of trust, perseverance, and the possibility of experiencing God in real and tangible ways. While skepticism lingered in some corners, the majority found themselves inspired to open their hearts more fully, rediscovering the power of faith and the divine connections that often reveal themselves when least expected. This account serves as a reminder of the mysterious ways in which the divine can manifest in human lives. Whether one views it as a literal event or a powerful spiritual metaphor, the story encourages reflection on faith, hope, and the belief that no one's struggles go unnoticed. For believers, the idea that an angel could know Jesus reinforces the closeness of heaven to earthly existence. It suggests that spiritual beings are not distant or detached, but intimately aware of human experiences and deeply connected to the mission of Christ. Mary's encounter with an angel who knows Jesus serves as a powerful testament to the mysteries of faith and the transformative power of divine love. While the event might raise questions for some, it undoubtedly inspires others to seek a deeper connection with their spirituality. This extraordinary story challenges us all to consider: what if such encounters are a reminder of the divine presence in our lives, urging us to trust and believe in the unseen?